Aaron Courier searches for spiritual iconography in everyday life.
You traveled in search of something. What did you find?
I traveled to other countries just to see firsthand how people are living and what the daily life is like. Often what I encounter is just a real warmth and genuineness and kindness. I go there and pretty much draw and sketch the whole time and talk with people and study the language and also gather materials for my work, meaning that I gather trash and packaging off the streets.
How does the medium and the choice of medium influence what you're creating?
I feel that I'm in the lineage of artists throughout time and space and history, and that I use a material close at hand. For some that was clay for pots, and for others it's wood for carvings, and for me it's garbage. So it's a medium I never run out of, and it's free. But it also reflects on a society and culture, like we are the products that we use, and it says a lot about what a culture values and what it throws away.
What part does literature play in your philosophy and your artistic approach?
I've been placing books more and more often in my subjects' hands. Maybe I take a historical figure like Josephine Bakhita. She was a slave who became a saint, and she actually was the first slave to take her position to the highest courts in Italy and liberate herself. And anyway, she became a saint, and she's holding Angela Davis's book in her hands.
When you're in these communities and these countries, and you're working with other people, other quotes, who are not part of your tribe, what is that process for you, and what do you learn from that?
I think we all have a right to be. I have a right to paint whoever I want to paint, and if anything, what right do I have not to paint people I see and care about? And my work is putting forth that we're not apart from one another, we're not separate. One piece I did, it's called American Schoolgirls 3. The whole background around it is the idea of the other and fear and the Muslim terrorists. Often people see that piece and ask, what country are those girls from? And then they see the title that they're from here.
What would you say to people who said that you are profiting off of other people's experiences and telling stories?
Actually, it's a bit of a form of Robin Hood style recycling, in that I'm taking garbage from the so-called global south and repurposing it and transforming it into hopefully something of beauty, and selling those portraits, which I then take the proceeds of to spend back in places like Nicaragua and Venezuela and Vietnam. Inevitably, when I show people my work, they see that I'm going to try my best to honor their image. And I've had, women who clean bathrooms and sweep streets that I want to paint. They sit up a little taller, and they know that I'm going to try my best, which I do, to honor their image and reveal the dignity that I already saw in them in the first place.
Can you tell me what informs your philosophy, like personally, and how does that extend to your trash deities?
I'd been practicing Buddhism and studying that philosophy, and the trash just naturally made sense to create deities with these transformative qualities in the same way that I transform garbage into something of beauty. In Buddhism, anger can be transformed into clarity. The trash deities naturally led to a more socio-political work because I began searching for those principles, but in our day and age. And where I was led to find it was the civil rights movement in our own country, and people like Angela Davis and Septima Clark and Bob Moses. So I started creating portraits of those civil rights figures. And then in traveling, I saw that that civil rights movement in the United States is alive and well all over the world. My partner and I went to Egypt right after Mubarak was ousted. And we were on Tahrir Square with 1 million Egyptians for the 1-month anniversary of their revolution. And you know, there was a moment when I thought, am I crazy to do this, to come here right now? This is insane. But everybody was really kind and welcoming, and they were just a strong, generous, amazing people. It's experiences like that that inform my art.
What do you hope to accomplish?
The end goal is that each individual is valued and equal and treated with compassion and dignity. And people are always saying, like, one person can't change the world and one person can't make a difference. And well, yes, this is true, but we all each play a tiny part. And I think that compassion and kindness towards our fellows is key. That's the small part in the struggle I want to play through my art.